Hello once again, people. Just got back from my morning walk. Started raining in the middle of the walk. I got really totally wet and soaked, like a heavy rainfall. And while I was coming back, I was kind of upset because I couldn't finish my walk properly. But anyway, it gave me an idea. I wanted to like put up one list. I looked at my channel because I have done so many videos. I usually do not remember sometimes if I did this or not. So this episode is gonna be rainy day top 10 scents. And I understand there are a lot of fragrances, a lot of choices. People will definitely pick up their own picks, like based on their mood or their preference and choices. I have total respect for it, but these are some of my suggestions. As far as the rainy day comes, I like wearing these fragrances a lot. So rainy day, basically, it could be different kind of scenario. It could be like a very hot, humid weather and it's raining. It just make it worse, more humid. Or it could be like a cool rainy day, it could be like a gloomy day. So I have something for each scenario. Sometimes I don't have exactly like all the fragrances of the same nature. No, they are some of them are similar, but most of them I pick them up based on when the rain comes, when the everything is just cloudy and dark. These are the some fragrance I like to wear, and some of them are good, like maybe one or two are a little bit newer, but most of them are kind of like from the back in the time. So bear with me, right? So number 10, I'm gonna go with this fragrance, one fragrance. This fragrance I cannot wear every day. This is a very daring fragrance. It's a very particular scenario. It's a very dark gothic fragrance. It is people say reminiscent of wet concrete on a rainy day, right? And you guys know it is Narciso Rodriguez, for him EDT. So there is a musk version, there is a blue noir version, there's a blue noir intense or something like that. Then there's a EDP version which I love a lot. So this is basically musk played in different way. Like they did not make it very complicated, but this fragrance is just like a masterpiece. It's a artistic fragrance. It's a very like you really have to try this fragrance over time to get the concept of this fragrance. It's a it's kind of like totally different than all the other designer fragrances, very niche like in that way. And I really like this bottle as well. So this is my number 10. This is my first rainy day scent, number 10, Narciso Rodriguez, for him EDT. I'll put the names down in the description box. Okay, so that fragrance you can wear if you're living in the, let's say, urban area, like city area, and you live in a condo. Everywhere around you just see very little green, and everything is like pavement, like everything is built on like cement and stuff. So everywhere it's a lot more solid substances around than natural, like art. So it's very much like an urban concrete feel when you live in a building and you see raining coming, and you can get the cement sort of smell and from the rain. So that's my first one, Narciso Rodriguez from EDT. Number 9, I'm gonna go with the fragrance, a very exotic fragrance. This fragrance, it's reminiscent of a waterfall, and this fragrance is all thanks to Max 40 that I got to know about it, and it piqued my interest. I bought it in recent times. I really love this fragrance. It's very exotic. It's got a melon note. It got like this waterfall stream coming down, cooling your body on a hot summer's day. So this is kind of a hot summer's day when it starts raining and starts refreshing the world. I think this is one of my favorites now. This is Joop Splash. Okay, very different, very unique. You don't smell anything like it. I mean, even if from House of Joop, they do not have anything that smells like this. I think there's a Joop like this on Joop Splash. They have a one summer ticket. I think there's a flanker. I haven't tried that, but definitely I recommend this is a discontinued gem. Okay, so on the rainy day, number 9, Joop Splash. Okay, number 8. It's after a long time it made back into one of my lists. This is a classic fragrance. It's a big fragrance. Everybody knows this. No need to talk about it. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Au Extreme. This is the EDP version. Okay, I have about here just left. I got this in Malaysia. I put this in a couple of videos before, and I did it. One of the videos I did this one Edition Blanche at the same time on a rainy day in Kuala Lumpur. So this fragrance, it's not that great in for a summer scent. It doesn't really last all that much, but it's just beautiful when the sun is gone. And when it rains a little bit, daytime, nighttime, whenever, the tonka bean, the orange, the musk, this comes out so beautifully. It's just very high class juice, and there's nothing sporty about it particularly, but it's a very romantic setup scent. Okay, if it's raining a little bit, you're spending time with your sweetheart, or you're trying to like get to know somebody. It's a very interesting fragrance for that. You're sitting in a cafe with someone, it's raining, the rain is going down, like very peaceful, hearing the sound of rain, and you're wearing this. It's not gonna scream like in terms of projection, but it's gonna have that particular like that projection, that the kind you really want, just to enjoy conversation. So my number 8, so Chanel Allure Homme Sport or Extreme. Okay, number 7. This fragrance, I don't think I should talk about it a lot more. This fragrance is gonna make so many lists. This fragrance is so versatile. It has very minimal weakness, okay, and it's a cheapie. It's not a very expensive fragrance, but it's a big fragrance in the community. Armaf Club Doing Intense Man. This fragrance, I would wear it any day, any part of the year. Okay, it's so versatile. It does have that beautiful performance, and on the dry down, it's just amazing. Do not compare this with Aventus. That is a different league. This is a different league on its own, but this one's gonna beat Aventus in performance. That much I can tell you. So this fragrance, it's just great. It's just, you go out and you're gonna leave nice scent trail behind you. It's gonna be very heavy projection from you. All right. So this is another fragrance I like to wear during the daytime. Okay, I mean it's a rainy day, daytime. Okay, Club Dino Intense Man from Armaf. Okay. So number 6, yes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 6, I have a tie. These two fragrances from House of Rasasi, okay? And these two are really very beautiful fragrances. One is Rasasi's Tasmeem for him, and this is Rasasi's Daarej. So they are very similar in nature in many ways, okay? How? On the opening, this one is a little bit more herbal, herbaceous, sort of like it has a cumin as well, it has a cardamom as well. It goes later on a little bit on the vanilla musk. It's very beautiful, linear scent afterwards, but it lasts a very long time and it's very inexpensive. But this fragrance, the bottle, the cap, heavy cap, it's one of my favorite. It's one of the hidden gems, I would say, if you do not have this in your collection. And you also can, like, if you like Daarej, but yeah, you're looking for something similar but a little bit more wearable, less sweeter, this is it. Tasmeem. And Daarej, what can I say? I have made a top 10 Rasasi's list. This made number 1, I think. This is amazing. I mean, Valentino V, I don't remember how that smells because it's long back. I sniffed maybe once from someone, but distant memory. This fragrance right here, it's just awesome. It's like, whew, it's a sexiness. Oh man, this just it's ideal to wear during the rain. But if it's hot summer's day, I don't suggest you wear this because it's very strong, heavy projection, and you don't want too much sweetness. But when it rains, it's a little bit chilled. I think Rasasi's Daarej would be a great idea. So yes, there's a tie in number 6, Tasmeem and Daarej. Okay, now we have top 5. All these top 5 fragrances are very special to me. One of them is almost brand new in my collection, but I'm in love with it. I'll show you in a bit. But number 5, I'll start with this one, Inky Vetiver, Encre Noire by Lalique. So this fragrance, what can I say which is not said about it? This is beautiful presentation, wooden cap, and it's dark. It's like very artistic as well, but I find it, people say it's very daring. I find it absolutely stunning. Every time I wear it, first time I sniffed it, I got the like stream first, but this fragrance, every time I wear it, it's just instant love for me. I guess it just works with my taste. So when it rains, it has beautiful longevity. It has performance, no issue whatsoever. I think my bottle is very like 75% it's left, but this fragrance, I would recommend you if you like the note of vetiver and if you like a little bit darkness, okay? This fragrance is a stunner. It's always gonna be like a legend, right? So number 5, Encre Noire. Number 4, I'm gonna show you, it's a classic, but many people's list this will come number 1, Rainy Day Scent. I also pull it out when the rain starts. Gucci Purom 2, and as you can see, a little bit darker juice. I keep like saying how proud I am or lucky I am to get this. This is the vintage Gucci Purom 2, okay? This is just stunning. It's not very beast mode, but this batch, it lasts a long time, but it stays pretty much like this much, okay? Around you, this much only. But let's say if you're working in an office, the setup is like, it has a tea note, it has violets, it has just very simplistic sort of notes breakdown, but if you smell it, you know that this is very relaxing and it's very upscale. And you're working in the office, every now and then the AC is like, let's say at the back, it's like behind you, like the AC is there and it's moving like this. Every time if you're wearing somewhere at the back of your neck, it will come and reach your nose and it's just gonna relax you, right? Enjoy a cup of tea, like Darjeeling tea or maybe Earl Grey, perfect for this. Something is flying around, some sort of bug, sorry. So Gucci Purom 2 is my number 4 for Rainy Day Scent. Check this out, stunning juice, stunning juice, okay? And the bottle is so heavy. Number 3, this is gonna be no surprise, Terre D'hermes Ultra Fresh. Why is this here? Because this is literally, it smells like rain falling onto the green leaves of the trees, and you can you can imagine it's like some lemon trees. So it's almost like if you like Durham's port, the back in the time, if you like those lemon, like way Mark says lemon. So yeah, there are lemon, there's neroli, there's, I definitely detect some sort of cardamom. Some people said something else, but I detect, to my nose, it's cardamom. But this fragrance literally have the blast of those citruses, and then Terre D'hermes, the DNA of it, it's there, the background, but not as powdery or as pungent. Ideal to wear in summertime, and definitely one of the best rainy day scents. Check this out, okay? Number 3, Terre D'hermes Eau Refresh. So refreshing. It's just, it's, that smells like money also. Okay. Number 2 is the fragrance I was telling you about. It's gonna surprise a lot of you. You would not see this coming. This is one of my newer purchases. This fragrance, it's sort of like a gourmand, and people say it's it could be like a winter time gourmand, but I think it's all year round gourmand. You know, if it's not too hot, this fragrance is gonna work. It has some fruity aspect, it's some musky aspect, and then it has some, you know, like cookies, you know, like Christmas time you have some cookies and stuff, and you, let's say, imagine you're sitting in Starbucks or some exclusive you know, like cafe where you're gonna have very high class coffee, and you're just enjoying the rain, and you may be enjoying some sort of like I don't know, chocolate chip cookie or something like that, or something like butterscotch. This is the kind of fragrance I would like to wear. 1 million lucky. This is a stunner of a juice. I think perhaps this is at this moment my most favorite in the line, in 1 million line, because it's so, it just grows on you. More and more you wear it, it grows on you. 1 million lucky is my number 2, and that leads me to number 1. This fragrance, it's the kind of fragrance that started the trend of deep sea diving. You know, like the oceanic watery feel, and imagine a little bit of rain in the midnight, and you can smell some like seaweed and stuff. This is not a typical summer freshie. It's very masculine, very up class. Perhaps the reformulation killed the performance a little bit, but this fragrance, it's a gem, it's a masterpiece. So this is my number 1, Bvlgari's Aqva Pour Homme. This is literally like one of my rainy day scents. When it rains, I just reach for it immediately. I mean, you know, this fragrance is just manly. It's blue, it's green, and it evokes the feel of water. And rain is about water, right? So kind of like you borrow some of the elements of the ocean and then wear it in the rainy day. You'll see it smells so good. It smells mineral-like. It smells so original. It smells earthy. At the same time, it smells very deep. You know, it's like very deep fragrance. I could have put Amara in this list, but Amara, it's little bit like, you know, not my type. You know, Amara is beautiful, no problem. Amara is also great. You can wear it for the rainy day, no problem. But I would prefer this as my number 1 for the rainy day scent. So anyway, so those are my top 10 lists for the rainy day. These are some of my recommendation. You can check it out. They work really well with your mood when it rains, right? So do let me know what are your favorite rainy day scents in the comment section. I'll talk to you soon. Have a very nice day. Bye bye.